Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today in this video we will cover the typography. Content is hero, but nobody can read this, so it is useless. So this is all about the typography. So let's start now. This is day 2 of the CSS, and the day 1 video I'll share the description box link. You can check it out. So let's start now. So basically the typography is what the tags we give the size, weight, style, color and alignment and spacing, like all the properties we give in the text, like which is the typography. So we see one by one. First is font family. We give the text to font family, like we give the text some style, like Arial and sans serif is example of we give the font style. We give any style to the font family and some style available in the VS Code, which is by default. Second is sizing and weight. We give some size of the text and we give some weight like bold. So this is the example. Font size is 16px and the font weight is bold or 700. So basically weight is considered in the 100 to 900. 100 is very light and the 900 is very bold, like we understand that. And the alignment and spacing. Alignment is we want to the text in the center and the right side, left side. And line height we give the in the paragraph we give some space, like first line and the second line between some space is the line height. So basically we see in one by one in the VS Code. In the VS Code I already create the HTML and CSS file. So in the HTML file simply we write in the H1 tab, today we learn typography. So basically in the VS Code first we see what type of text and what type of size we available. Here the text and size is by default in the browser, we see that, and in the heading tag because of that it is already bold and some styling by default applying, but we set some styling on this tag. How? Let's see in the VS Code. So in the CSS file, we set the font family to H1 tag. Basically in the font family, some default family are available. So basically here some option available, whatever you want to choose and set some family to. So like basically this font family I choose and see what happen, what type of text will be changed in the browser. So in the browser, we see that the text style will be changed, and basically the default style are different, and after we give some style to the text, so the H1 text style will be changed. So basically we give some style to the text, so we use font family. So let's see the font size. So first we create the paragraph tag. So in the paragraph tag by default lorem we write and hitting enter. So the default text will be available. What is lorem? Lorem is placeholder text or dummy text to use in the web design. Basically we think lorem as a filler. It fills your website with fake text so you can focus on the design inside of the writing. Basically this is the default text available in the website and web browser VS Code. So when we set this and see in the in the browser. So in the browser we see that the default style available here. One we already see the how we set the style. Now we see the how we set the font size and font weight here, and also see the line height here. So in the CSS file we set the font size. So basically in the paragraph here we write simply font size available here, and in the font size we set like 30px and see what size in the browser. So in the browser we see that the font size are larger than the default size. Basically we set the font size also. Now we bold this text. So simply we write here the font weight. Basically we write here font weight, and basically we set the bold. We already set the bold and see in the browser the text will be bold. We see that the text are in the bold. Now we also set font weight in the number. How? So here basically in the bold simply we write 900. So in the 900 also the text will be bold. So we see that the text will be bold. If we set the number 100, now we set the font weight is 100. So the text, not the bold, very light. Now see in the browser. Now we see the text will be light, not the bold. So basically we set in the text like bold, and we also set the number in the font weight. Now we set the text alignment. So in the browser we see that the heading tag in the left side. So basically we set in the center. So in the VS Code simply we set the heading tag. Here we write text align, and here we write center. But we see that in the text align some option available center and justify left right, and basically so first we add in the center. So in the center text will be center form. So in the browser we see that the heading tag comes to the center. Using text alignment we set the alignment of the text. Now we see the line height. So simply in the paragraph we write the line height, and in the line height we write simply 3, not px. In the line height we simply write the number. So here we set the line height 3. So basically we see that in the two line between the space are larger. So basically we set the line height also according to own self. If here the line height we set 0.5 and see in the browser, so basically what happened. So we see that between two lines have no more space and the text are not read easily. So basically if the number are greater so the space are greater, if number are less so the space are less. Basically this is the purpose of the line height. I hope you all understand the concept which I learn you, and if you like my video and understand the video, so please like and subscribe my channel. Thank you everyone.